Most audiences hate Lam even more. She's toxic and abusive. She's supposed to be a sweet wife who comforts them with no condition. Or a mom. This episode is about simple, terrifying truth. Lam has no price. You cannot improve her stats, strength, wisdom, charisma, and she's doable. She despises Subaru from the first day they meet, and she still looks down on him after everything they've come through. That is what makes Lam dangerous in the world of modern anime. She's a non-transactional woman in a medium built on transactional fantasy. In most anime, manga, and games, every relationship has a price. You spend enough time, complete enough quests, choose the right word, and she belongs to you. Old games require repetition. Modern gacha games require credit card. Either way, love is a scoring system. The relationship is transactional, which makes it safe. Everything is under control. Lam's answer is no. She's her own person with her own priorities. Subaru has to accept that rather than expecting the world to bend around his needs. That is what earning means. Acting in ways that deserve respect, despite there being no guarantee that would be given. This is the episode in which ReZero tells his audience that, in a world where more and more people are single and watching anime, they are caught in loops that prevent genuine connection. Let's take a look at what happened. When Subaru tells everyone that he has amnesia, Lam drags him away by his collar. She thinks it's a strategy, and when she looks at him closely, she realizes the hero is gone. It is the end of the world. If Subaru forgets about Limbo, then Limbo is truly dead. No one else remembers her. Lam, always cold and rational, finally breaks down. She begs him to tell her everything. She pleads, but he cannot. The silence that follows is the sound of Limbo being erased from existence forever. Then Subaru makes his promise. He reverses the positions, grabbing her hands, pins her to the wall, sets so close as a kiss. Lam is petite, and the height difference is striking. He stares into her eyes and says,
I will get Rem back. I will get my memory back, all of it. If I give up, you can do whatever you want to me. Boil me, roast me, whatever. That's my atonement for losing my memory and making you cry.
Lam tries. She's looking for the lie, the crack, the performance. She doesn't find one. Then she smiles. A real smile, not sarcasm or contempt. It is so real that the moment feels like a gift. Then she slaps him so hard he drops to his knees. Subaru touches his red cheek and cries. Lam agrees. Don't be ridiculous.
You're a fool, Barusu. Right now, you're just invisible for a moment, like a flower buried under cold snow. When the thaw comes, you'll show yourself again. That's all it is.
Let me explain what just happened. Lam tested him. She smiled because he passed. The slap was her congratulation. Violence and grace in rapid succession. Classic Lam. She doesn't separate them because she doesn't lie about what she feels. If you hurt her, she'll hurt you back. If you earn her trust, she'll forgive it, but she won't make it easy. Never. This is Shiwatayo, advocate to an art form. For those unfamiliar, Shiwatayo means salty treatment, cold, dismissive behavior. The opposite is Kamitayo, godly treatment, warm, welcoming fan service. Lam has been feeding Subaru a Sahara desert made of salt since the day they met. This moment, a single piece of cheesecake with strawberry on top, and the chili pepper baking inside the cake. The sweetness makes violence hurt more, but here's what the audience misses. Lam's flower on the snow metaphor is about Subaru and everyone. You have short legs, your memory is bad, you're a picky eater, you're stubborn, fine. Those are facts. Subaru didn't change everything to change to earn Lam's respect. You don't need to change what you can't change to deserve love either. Of course you can change yourself. You can look sexy and tell everyone else to just be yourself so you have fewer rivals, which is what I'm doing now. Oh, did I say that out loud? But if you do it to seek love, it will never work. If it works, it's a trap. Love is something you earn. Love for love Respect for respect, trust for trust, an eye for an eye. If you shame yourself in the name of love, shame is all you will get. Men today are haunted by the woman persona, the same way Amnesia Subaru was haunted by the Meili persona. Women want this, women hate that. Women like men like this, women hate men like that. Women too. That voice in your head telling you to transact is a mirage. It's not real. The real women are not interested in it. Like Lamu, they want to see you act with integrity over and over again, even when there's no guarantee of the reward. Even for Rasuo, the only man she ever loved couldn't buy her love. He killed her people, he destroyed her home. If he's scoring, he's in the negative. He can't believe she loves him. Are you sick? I can take it if you want to kill me, but how can you love me? Do you know what love is? You're pathetic. I've seen monsters and I've killed them all. You are worse than all of them combined. He's right. Love is worse than any monster you can imagine. It's awful, painful, frightening, creepy, weird, and sinful. It's never pure, sweet, innocent, or clean any fictions. Love makes you say and do things you never thought you would. It takes strength to know what's right, because love isn't something weak people do. Lam believed in Subaru. He acted. Action is what defines him. It also defines her. That's the thesis. Now, let's see how the rest of the episode supports it. The tragedy of this episode starts with Meili. In previous loops, Amnesia Subaru was pushed down the stairs over and over by someone, poisoned by miasma. He strangled Meili to death and carved Subaru Natsuki's hair into his own arm. In the next loop, he woke with her corpse at his feet and hid the body instead of confessing, because without his memories, without the moral architecture built through 100 deaths, Subaru became a beast. Kill or be killed, just like Meili. Meili wasn't going to kill him. She was beginning to trust. She tells him, she followed him, she gave herself away. She loved as if her life depends on it. Good news, it did. Bad news, good things never last. In the last nanosecond, beneath the panic and pain, she felt something warm. The feeling of belonging and the feeling of being loved. For the first time in her life, she had touched happiness, and then it was gone. She was killed by the first person who treated her as a human. In the exact moment she allowed herself to feel safe, she hated him more for betraying her trust than for killing Elsa. Now watch how Subaru stops her.
Let's talk. You're going to take responsibility for killing me.
If I really wanted to kill you, I could have done it outside. This tower makes no sense as a murder location.
You're right, you had plenty of chances, but you didn't take them. He knows it's because of last night.
Meili freezes.
I know this sounds creepy, Subaru continues, but I might be the person who knows you best in the entire world. Meili breaks down because it's true. The only person who was supposed to know her that way is dead.
Meili breaks down because it's true. The only person who was supposed to know her that way is dead. In the loops where he strangled Meili, he learned that she was raised by magical beasts, recruited into an assassin organization by Capella, and trained by Elsa. Everything Meili learned about being a person came from imitating Elsa. How to speak, how to dress, how to move. Subaru names Elsa. He reaches into Meili's inner world with words alone. He lived with pieces of the soul through the loops, absorbing her memory fragments and his own terror into Meili persona. He really freaks out when he speaks her language back to her. Elsa was her everything. She's my light. She's all I ever dreamed life could be. And when she died, the dream died with her, and I dare dream no more. Elsa was everything Meili dreamed she could be, if she tried hard enough to look like her, sound like her, think like her. When she died, Meili didn't cry. She didn't know how. Beasts don't cry. When she first met Elsa, she couldn't speak. When Elsa touched her, she beat her back. She learned everything from Elsa except what to do when you lose someone you care about. So when Amnesia Subaru confessed to killing Elsa and then treated Meili like trash, as if nothing had happened, Meili concluded that the solution was simple. Kill him. Problem solved. it becomes a habit. Murder is a habit. Subaru knows that better than anyone. He's died hundreds of times. He knows what it's like when violence becomes reflex rather than a choice. That is why he refused to punish Meili. By forgiving Meili, he forgave himself.
If you disappear, my world gets lonelier.
Subaru could say I care about you, or you're just scared. Instead, I have no memory, so my present world is built entirely from people around me. If you disappear, my world shrinks, and I'm worse off. He's a total jerk, and his white works. Meili can understand self-interest and killing. She can't understand altruism and saving. Until my memory returns, you can go to hell or be kidnapped and forgotten. Can't be more honest. Meili doesn't know what child and adult mean, or the difference between good and bad. She looks, speaks, dresses like Elsa because Elsa was her whole world. How can you expect someone raised by Elsa to be nice and kind? That's where the rest of the group comes in. Amelia appears. She was listening the whole time.
This tower is too small a place for you to make a decision this big. Let's leave. Let's find a wider world. Then you can search for your answer. We'll work really hard too.
It takes a village to raise a boy or girl. She had only Elsa. Now, she has Subaru, Amelia, Julius, Lam, and Shaula. And that brings us to the fathers. When Subaru proposes for raising Meili together, Julius responds,
I see, it's a matter of appearances then. In that case, you can count on me. I'm counting on you, Knight. Right now, there are only two male parents here, you and me.
Let me explain why this joke matters. And it's not only about who the daddy is. Julius is the ultimate salaryman, the lifelong company man of a Lugnic social contract. He wears his knighthood like a bespoke suit, and that suit is the only thing keeping him from falling apart. It couldn't be Reinhardt, the sword saint who became a master swordsman while his grandmother's body was still warm. So Julius made a choice. He killed a part of himself that wanted to be the greatest and devoted himself to serving something greater. He became a knight. Discipline, manners, loyalty. Muntai means a matter of appearances. Julius maintains appearances because of the external form of internal discipline. He wears the suit, speaks correctly, and honors his commitments. And he has to do it every single day. Julius is the one who can show Meili. This is what it means to live with honor when you're not the chosen one. Here is why Julius can teach her and why Reinhardt or Ray cannot. If it were only about power, Julius would be irrelevant. Ray's Astria fights with chopsticks because he's invincible. Reinhardt is the same. That is why the best players are the best coaches. Dirk Nowitzki's regret is missing 3 shots out of 12. Kyrie Irving's regret is missing a layup against 4 defenders. Stephen Curry's regret is missing from half court. Their worst nights are average people's career highs. Average players miss most of the shots, get stolen and blocked. Their experience is a failure managed through persistence. The exact skill set needed to teach someone else how to improve. Ray and Reinhardt's dominance makes their experience useless. They don't know what it's like to struggle, so they don't know how to survive it. Julius does. His hard work was meaningless against Reinhardt, but it taught him resilience, humility, and the value of showing up anyway. Manner, uniform, and moral define human beings. When you believe there's something more important than living, you become human. Everyone knows that 5 LeBron James on one team would win championship even with your grandma coaching. We need Reinhardt to save the world when catastrophe arrives. But if we have enough Julius, things won't be that bad. To raise a child, you need different people. There's no godfather or goddess mother who can solve every problem at once. In fact, if your parents are gods, things can be worse. Greek mythology proves it. Telemachus raced with Odysseus for 20 years while suitors consume his inheritance. Divinity doesn't guarantee good parenting, and often the opposite. Julius is the best father you can imagine. He provides daily discipline, moral consistency, accountability, and he shows up every single day. That's what Meili needs to see, and now she has it. 2 fathers, Julius and Subaru. One more piece is missing. When Subaru announces that everyone will help raise Meili, Shaula's heart feels like a jackhammer in her chest. She hugs Meili so tight that her breath nearly suffocates the child. Meili squeaks. Amelia panics. Shaula just holds her tighter.
I'm a mom now. Master and I are going to raise you together.
It's so funny and warming. Her breaths are only sexual. Elsa could hold Meili, touch her, stroke her, but one thing she never did was hug her like a mother. No matter how erotic her voice and how mature her body, she's hollow. Meili could feel it. Loneliness and emptiness. Shaula provides what Meili never had. Unconditional maternal embrace. Subaru is the only thing that matters to Shaula. She's waited centuries for a master to return. Now Meili matters too because Subaru included her in the family. Attention is not what we need. We need a hug, especially from Shaula. Meili now has 2 fathers and a mother who holds her as if she were the only thing in the world. Together, they provide what the child needs. Discipline, empathy, moral clarity, and unconditional love. When Subaru wakes up after his confession, he cries in Beatrice's arms. Amelia panics. Beatrice comforts him. He's so desperate that he calms down and reveals his amnesia to everyone. Amelia says,
I know everyone's worried about you, Subaru, but we have to stay strong for you because you're the one who's most anxious right now.
Subaru apologizes.
Sorry, I know this is hard, but please bear with me. I want to do what needs to be done. This time, I'll endure it even if it's painful, but
sometimes, let me be the one who worries about you most, okay?
Amelia hugs him. Beatrice joins. They hold him while he cries again. This is an episode of the what it means to earn rather than buy. And the lesson is simple. You want to love, then love. You want to respect, then respect. You want to trust, then trust. I think this is one of the few anime that might actually be able to inspire someone to lead his or her life a little differently.